Hello everybody, welcome to New York City. Let me show you a little bit about where I am. 6th Avenue and 42nd Street.
I don't know, that's why I wanted to go.
Hey, what's up, Ottawa? It's funny because I always tell people, like, when they watch movies, people who've never been to New York, I'm like, oh, the sidewalks aren't really that crowded. They just do that for the movies. And then I get here and the sidewalks are totally crowded. So, anyway, I guess I remember it differently from when I was a New Yorker to now when I'm a visitor. Seems a little busier than I remember. I guess I was used to it then.
No, because everybody else.
Hey, Adam. Yeah, right when I think, right when I tell everybody one thing, makes a liar out of me. So anyway, this is part of the Disneyfication. All of this right here, this used to be a block where there were peep shows. Hey, Jasper. Or Jesper, sorry. Yeah. So 42nd Street used to be very wild, a really crazy place. And on this block, I used to go to graduate school about a block behind me. And here you would see all the porn stores, peep shows, that kind of stuff. And there'd be tons of Hasidic Jews hanging out in front of there. And it was really wild. It was like, you know, they're dressed unmistakably that way, but like many cults, there is hypocrisy. What a shock, right? So anyway, here we go. We are approaching Times Square. And I call Times Square, I look at it as a kind of quarantine zone for tourists. It's a place that New York kind of herds all the tourists to. There we go, representing. So that the tourists don't bother the New Yorkers in their real neighborhoods. So it's kind of like an artificial zone for tourism. And the one problem about Times Square is that you get in pedestrian traffic jams because the tourists don't know how to walk in New York because they're always looking up and getting distracted. Vacant Sam, hello. Millions of people will see my propaganda. Millions and millions, but obviously, since there aren't many stickers around here, that means they probably take them down quite frequently. Hamilton, no. I might be a visitor, but I'm not a tourist. So I lived in New York for 33 years. So it's, even though I wasn't born and raised here, it's kind of my hometown. And I have not had the pleasure of checking out Scientology in New York. So I thought, now that I'm here on business, might as well take some time out to go and see whether this version of an ideal org, let's see how actually ideal it is. I bet you guys are making the same bet as me that it's not quite that ideal, probably. Now, one of my big questions about Scientology now at the New York office is, can we encourage them to employ some curtain tech, some blind tech, some hiding in shame tech? Let's see if we can make that happen. Or is it already happening? That is the question. So please, if you visit New York and you're on my channel, try not to stay here. And if you do stay here, please do me a favor and do not dine here. And even if you disobey that request, if you feel hungry for Italian food when you're in New York, one of the only cities where you can get real Italian food, it's really a shame when you see people getting the tourist version here. It's slightly heartbreaking. But I know none of you guys would do that.
Hi guys, comedy show tonight, baby. Check it out. Check it out, check it out, check it out.
Brooklyn has a lot of things, Adam, yeah.
Guys, comedy show tonight, check it out. We have a free lineup. Discounted tickets.
No, it's not downtown. In New York, you might, if you're not from New York, you might think Times Square is downtown, but downtown in New York refers to the financial district. So this is more Midtown, but specifically it's Times Square. So it's not really, I mean, it is in the Midtown zone, but it's its own thing. So, you know, when I would watch movies from, you know, the 60s, 70s, 80s, and they would show Times Square, like when they would show Times Square in the future, and, you know, you'd look at it like, wow, you know, that looks so futuristic, whatever. And then one day about 10 years ago, I was going through Times Square, and all of a sudden, they had all of these billboards that were like high definition TV, film, whatever. And I was like, oh shit, this is the Times Square that they were showing in the movies of the future. Like, we're in the future now. So, you know, it's funny because Times Square is very similar to Hollywood Boulevard, and that, you know, you have all these characters, right? You have all the you know, people in various costumes, and then you have all the tourists and all that. So it's a very similar kind of vibe. Whenever I'm on Hollywood Boulevard, I always think of the similarities with Times Square. And there we see down the street, I don't know if you can see it, but it's almost the same sign as in Hollywood, if not the exact same sign, I'm not sure. Let's see. You don't need to be a Scientologist. You just need to be curious. Here we go, Marriott Marquis. Death becomes her. I do not like when they make musicals out of movies. I mean, if you want to make a movie out of a musical, okay. If you want to make a musical out of a book, okay. But they got to make a musical out of everything these days. Uh-oh. Do we have any Sea Orgs? Do we have any body routers, maybe? Give yourself the knowledge of you. Oh, wow. Pre-existing blind tech. Okay. There we go. There it is. There's a highly engaged Phaeton over there. Brooke, manning the Phaeton store. So once again, you know, we have a nice, probably historical building. With very few people in it. All are welcome. How much you want to bet? I'm not as welcome as all. Who wants to bet? I bet you I'm not that welcome. So obviously, thousands of people are busting down the doors to join a cult. The cult of Scientology. Obviously a very busy, sought-after location. How is it that Scientology is dead no matter where you go? No matter where you go in the world, this place, it's like the same place over and over and over. Now, will there be curtain tech involved in these doors, I wonder? Do they have a curtain tech option? Because we see the blinds are up at their other doors. And then we have books and a couple. And so it appears. Hail Xenu! We love Xenu, yes we do. Because L. Ron Hubbard's tells us to. Yeah, it's well, it's a big building, but you know, like usual, there's nothing really happening there. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7-story building, and I bet you there's not more than an average of 2 or 3 people on each floor of the building. So we do have a slight flurry of activity around the front desk, maybe or maybe not connected to the arrival of Davey Mismanige on the scene. Nice weed smell. You know, weed is actually kind of, it's Scientology garbage. Yeah. Should we see what they have? Are there any Dianetics books? Let's see. Will that freak them out? Having people look in their garbage? Probably. Does it make them feel vulnerable and exposed? All right. Potential victims, but I don't see them with any bag with any Scientology products, so perhaps they got out unscathed. Maybe they are some of the lucky ones. Beware, beware, the cult of Scientology. Hey, Magnus. Good to see you here in New York City. So yeah, we got Times Square over there. Oh, and I see now there's a I knew that, a Back to the Future musical. As I said, I don't like these musicals where here's where Hamilton is. Have not seen it. I would, but I don't feel like spending that kind of money on a musical usually. Wait till somebody gives me a deal or something. Beware of the cult of Scientology. Hold on to your children, hold on to your wallet. It's the cult of Scientology. Let's see if they're, they had some prospective public coming out, so there might be some body routing going on, or maybe people just walk in off the street. They seem to be hoping for that with their usual open house stuff. Yes, Magnus, we have coast-to-coast mismanagement tech in operation, and it's fun. We like it. Nothing like a little mismanagement on a Wednesday afternoon. As the cult of Scientology is very aware, they mismanage some really nice buildings from coast to coast. Saul. Yes, it's important that we show up in random locations. I had a business trip to come here, and like I said, had to take some time out of my schedule of meetings and whatnot to come and check out the failure of yet another Scientology org. And check it out. Caution, 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 caution. So once again, Scientology seems to be getting some special privileges around parking and whatnot. Now, I wonder if Davey Mismanige showed up, would they just pull back all this stuff? Is this even legal? Are they allowed to? No, I don't, sir. So, is this legal? I mean, obviously, the cops walk by here 100 times a day, so it's not like they're hiding it. But the question is there similar corruption here as in Los Angeles? I don't know, they have a much smaller footprint. They're really not a significant group in New York. But money talks, so we don't know. Scamilton. The Church of Scientology. Hey, Fuzzy. What's up? It's good to be here. It's good to check out yet another failing org. And also for those still in the cult that lurk on channels like this, it gives them a chance. It's a cult. Gives them a chance to notice that there are patterns in the death process, in the death rattle, which is Dianetics, Scientology, here's my theory. They probably have about 50% to 80% of the people working in here that make sure to just go back and forth to the front desk to make it look like there are people in there.
Yo, this is the Scientology. No, this is the Scientology.
Beware of the cult.
They are a cult. You are correct, sir.
They are a cult. Beware of the cult. Even the teenagers know it is a cult. Beware of the cult of Scientology. Beware, beware. Hold on to your wallets. Hold on to your children. Hold on to your credit cards. All right. Tourist posing by a limo. A very consistent theme. A tourist mounting a bicycle that doesn't belong to her and then retreating. It's got a very culty entrance, yes. 227 West 46th, where the cults go to die. Now, back in the anonymous days, when they had big protests, they had like an area cordoned off across the street where the protesters were limited to. But I'm not really protesting. I'm just documenting the demise of a cult. It's a little different than protesting. I mean, I might have a few messages for people that pass by. I'll definitely have messages for people who hello. I'll definitely have messages for people who go in there. We wouldn't want that to happen. Scientology, it's a cult. And you know, it makes them feel very comfortable when they see somebody in this kind of hat, you know. It brings back their fondest memories of being beaten by their Sea Org overlords. So, you know, we want to keep them in their comfort zone. We want to keep their needle floating. Beware, 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 beware. Beware of the cult of Scientology. Hey, Eric! Good to see you here, dude. I am sent from Flag. Oh. Looks like we have some shoddiness in the sign tech. Look at this. Oh my God. This sign, look at that U in church coming off. Look at that. Shame, shame, shame. We need paint. The Church of Scientology needs to fix its signage. This is horrendous. This is N Theta signage. Come on, cult. You get all this money off of all these people, and your sign. Okay, let me just give you a little bird's eye view of this. Okay. Sorry, that doesn't look good. What the hell? Okay. That's why. Okay. Notice all the peeling paint. Notice the lettering that's all messed. The H, the U is busted, right? Then we got peeling paint, more bad lettering. Come on, Scientology. This is how you present yourself to all of the raw meat of New York City. Millions and millions of people requiring spiritual redemption. How are they going to trust? And New Yorkers don't like it when the K in New York is missing. Okay? In New York, the one thing you got to get right is the word New York. This is New York City, Scientology, yes. This is the cult of Scientology in Manhattan, Times Square zone. So yeah, really bad signage. Look at that missing paint above that first O. Shame, 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 Scientology. You got these dudes sitting around doing nothing. How about getting them out here with a ladder and a paintbrush? Okay, a can of paint. It's the least you could do. Grab a ladder on my way out. Yeah, that'd be a good souvenir. They're already all loose. Leave off the last K for cult. Exactly. Look at that. I mean, at least their little duty symbol is in better shape. The cult of Scientology. Beware of the cult of Scientology. So you guys are just going to sit around in here while your sign is decaying, while you are disgracing the name New York. I mean, come on, dudes. Really? The only pyramid scheme with an actual pyramid logo. That's good. Xenu loves you. Yes, he does. Beware of the cult of Scientology. Now, you want to talk about foot traffic. You want to talk about potential for people joining. Okay, more people are walking by here, I would say, than by the testing center on Hollywood Boulevard. Okay, this is a high traffic zone. Not that it's a major street in the Times Square area. It's not that major. It's just typical of the theater district. But you notice Scientology doesn't seem to dare to do anything except put out some signs and hope people come in. Isn't that interesting? I find that interesting. That's right. I'm mocking up my own reactive mind too. I think I'm going to quit doing that. Saul's definitely going to quit doing it. Now that he's had that clear cognition. Now, do we have anybody coming in spending money? Beware of the cult of Scientology. Hold on to your child, your credit card, your cash, and anything else of value that you might happen to have. Hold on tight. Beware of the evil cult of Scientology. Beware, beware, attention, attention, c'est une secte, une secte, whatever. I forget my French grammar sometimes. Are you mocking up your own reactive mind? There's no need to do that anymore. Welcome to the evil, dangerous, fratricidal cult of Scientology. Hey, I threw a new one in. Fratricidal. Yeah. Check me out. Beware, beware, beware. Beware of the cult of Scientology. Hey, cult of Scientology, you got tens thousands of people passing through this area. You got Times Square a half a block away. Where are the new people joining? Beware, beware. Beware of the cult. Beware, beware. Yeah, hey, where's Dianetics the musical? Exactly. Where's L. Ron Hubbard, the dental technician? The musical. It's a scam. It's a cult. It's Scientology. Beware, beware. Daniel Mustard. Daniel Mustard. Okay. Daniel Mustard is in the library with a pickaxe. That's the last I heard about Daniel Mustard. Sounds like, what's that game? That guessing game, whatever. Anyway, Daniel Mustard. So, besides the theme of cult, we also have the theme of nobody showing up, no activity whatsoever, complete atrophy. Clue, right, that's it, clue. Yeah. Beware, 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 beware. Beware of the cult. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Well, he sounds like a character from Clue. Beware of the cult of Scientology. Well, I have said, is Daniel somebody who ever comes here and protests or anything? Because I have seen some YouTube videos from here. Beware of the cult of Scientology. Does Scientology have a permit for their little exclusion zone, their exclusionary parking zone? This just doesn't look that official. I wonder what would happen if we just moved it just a little. What do you think would happen? Just moving it a tiny bit. Will there be a satanic reaction? A satanic reaction? A gooberistical reaction. Satanic panic. Uh-oh. There we go. We got La Policia, because I moved the magic parking thing. Yeah, false alarm, I guess. So yeah, like all Scientology locations, there is very little activity. Oh, cool. I'll go take the smoker dude spot. The hangout cigar man who's been hanging out here. Take a little butt break. Look at that. Oh. All right. You create your reactive mind. All right. Notice how the Sea Org people, they snuck back right when I gave them a couple inches of leeway. I go rest for 1 second. 2 Sea Org people scurry in. Just because I gave them a couple feet head start. It's all it takes. Beware, beware. Interesting how we don't have a curtain tech situation here. Aren't you supposed to block the doors? I am sending N theta energy right through your open windows, Scientology. I am sending the energy of inturbulation, inturbulazione, right into the core of your New York headquarters. Beware of the cult of Scientology. They will take everything you have. They probably already done that. Probably too late. Might as well just keep up the illusion. Interdulation, yes, interdulation of the highest degree. Beware, beware. Beware, beware of the dangerous cult of Scientology. Beware of the cult. Beware of the cult. It's a very dangerous cult. It's a very soul-sucking kind of cult. That is a fact. Beware, beware. Es una secta, c'est une secte. Es ist eine Sekte. The bridge to being totally fucked. Es una secta. The bridge to losing all your money and all your friends. Beware, beware. Okay, we got some victims. We do have some victims going in there. So Scientology might just get enough money today to fix their sign. But the question is, will they actually fix that sign? Or will they let their signage deteriorate? Because the deterioration of Scientology is years in the making. Beware, beware. Beware of the cult of Scientology. Scientology likes to order people around, even strangers. Please do not put loose trash in this bin. Do we have full compliance? No, we do not. We do not have full compliance on the loose trash rule. Is somebody trying to interbulate Scientology? Beware, beware. The fridge to total beardom is much healthier of a thing to participate in than this place. That's for damn sure. Beware, beware, beware. It's a cult. A nasty cult. A dirty cult. A cult with inadequate signage. Beware of cults who do not maintain signage. How much time left on your billion years? I'm sure it's passing really quickly. A billion-year contract. Yeehaw! What's another billion years to a Thetan who's got it all? Who has the bridge to total freedom? MD Media 18. Even though you're not saying hi to me, I'll say hi to you, dude. What's up? Yes, trash bin's not padlocked. It's a sign of trust in the great city of New York. Water for Elephants, a new musical, stunning and emotional. The best new musical on Broadway. Well, that kind of is what they put on most of them, isn't it, at some point? Beware, beware. It's been a while, MD Media 18. Yeah, it's, there have been a few things going on. One thing just me being busier at my day job, and that is the priority. And also, you know, just kind of like staying out of things for a minute, letting things simmer down, letting the drama simmer down. Beware of the cult of Scientology. Be very careful. Entering a cult zone, a very dangerous cult zone. Beware, beware, beware. Beware of the goofy cult of Scientology. It doesn't get much goofier than this, ladies and gentlemen. It's nice to be out. Yeah, it's, you know, it's fun to not just be at the same old org all the time, you know, mix it up a little bit. I like doing that. And there is some traffic, obviously not enough to keep this building going. Beware of the dirty, nasty cult of Scientology. A smile, we gotta laugh. Yeehaw. I'll take that as a victory. Beware, beware, beware. It's funny when people walk by talking about Scientology. Most people are laughing, or they're kind of telling their friend, like, oh, look, it's Scientology. But a lot of people know the deal. Thanks to all of you who tell all your friends. Thanks to people watching all the shows. Watching Leah Remini, whatnot. Beware, beware. Es una secta. Sorry, I didn't catch the guy, but you know, sometimes you can kind of tell somebody might be able to speak Spanish, and when you say that, you know, they kind of tend to give a little awkward smile, like, didn't expect that coming from this dude wearing this captain's hat. Does this look like a guy that would say es una secta? Oh. New York's finest, just in action. Telling people what to do. Or as Scientology would say, at cause, right? NYPD being at cause here. Beware of the dirty, filthy cult of Scientology. Beware, beware, beware. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's not going to do it, is he? You create your own reactive mind. Okay, so that's two CDs. No, he's not. No, I really don't think so. I don't think he is Scientology. So it looks like we have, similar to other orgs, a preponderance of people with one foot in the grave. Beware, beware, beware. One foot in the grave, the other on a banana peel. And that is a high percentage of Scientologists, no matter where you go in the world. He had the walk of a depleted Thetan, very depleted, and Scientology will deplete you given the opportunity. It's funny. Beware, beware, old man. They're going to take all your money. There's 3 coffin dodgers. Oh, I know some of you don't like that term, but who gives a shit about that? This is not for the squeamish or the politically correct. This here is for revolutionaries. $5 billion milligrams of niacin in a 300-degree sauna. What could possibly go wrong for 6 hours a day? Well, we had some very decrepit-looking people coming in. I'm assuming they're getting fleeced out of their final dollars, having their Social Security checks go directly to the cult. Obviously not for the purpose of signage in any way. Beware of the cult. Beware of the cult of Scientology. Beware of mind control. Beware of financial shenanigans. Yes, hide your face, Scientologist. That is the proper thing to do. You are hereby interbulated. Ha ha. Hiding his face like a goober. Hiding his face. Why did he hide his face? Isn't that weird? Can you imagine somebody hiding their face because they belong to the religion that can save humanity? Why would you hide that? Why wouldn't you be proud? Beware of the cult of Scientology. So it's probably good that they're here in a tourist zone, just like in Hollywood, because New Yorkers aren't going for this bullshit. Very few of them. I mean, you know, out of a city of millions of people, you know, you're going to find some suckers. There's one born every day, obviously. But, you know, New Yorkers like to think of themselves as a little bit too savvy for some of this bullshit. And I like to agree. So we definitely have a high percentage of very aged, decrepit people who probably got in when it seemed a little cooler. And then they lost everybody in their lives. And now they have nothing else but to come to the cult, to give away their money, and to fade into obscurity. I feel bad for those elderly Scientologists because they got nothing else. They've alienated everybody in their lives. They've disconnected from everybody, for 30, 40, 50 years, everybody that didn't go for the Scientology bullshit. They alienated, they got rid of them. Yeah, they definitely have family, they just... Beware of the cult. Now, surveillance tech is definitely not on the same level as in LA. If you notice, if this was in LA, we'd have 3 cameras on this area. We'd have some here. But over here, we only have, okay, we got this thing. I don't know if you can see it, but we do have a camera up here. And we do have this one. Thank God. Thank God we have some surveillance going on. You are being watched by the cult of Scientology. And me. Hey, North Korean propaganda. Some things never change. Free spaceship rides at the Church of Scientology. Free UFO rides at the Church of Scientology. If you've ever wanted to meet an alien, this is the place. Join the Church of Scientology and meet an alien. No other church features the degree of aliens that Scientology does. The Church of Alienology is now open. Are you curious? Give your money to the Church of Scientology, and you too might be able to hang with Xenu. Free UFO rides at the Church of Scientology. Just leave your credit card at the door, and we'll take care of the rest. Free UFO rides at the Church of Scientology. No other church is connected to aliens in quite the same way as the cult of Scientology. Join the cult, meet an alien. Where else are you going to meet aliens if you don't join the cult of Scientology? Join the cult. Meet an alien. Meet an alien at the Church of Scientology. Alien headquarters. Have you heard of Xenu? Would you like to meet an alien? What's funny is some people look at you and they think that you're a Scientologist. And they give that fearful look. Did you get to meet an alien today? Hail Xenu! Hail Xenu! Hail Xenu! That guy looked disappointed, like he didn't get to meet an alien today. I feel bad. I feel really bad for him. Can you imagine you pay all that money and you don't even get to meet an alien? Could you imagine the letdown? The Church of Scientology, the Church of Scientology. Alien spaceship rides. Thank you, Suki. Queen Suki Meow. I love that name. Meet an alien. Oh, wow. Hey, they're showing on TV how they made the famous L. Ron Hubbard sculpture. And those guys got to watch it for the 10 billionth time. So if they're in the Sea Org for 1 billion years and they watch it 10 billion times a year, what's 10 billion billion? I don't know. I'm not a math scientist. Beware of Xenu's Church of Scientology. Beware, beware, beware. Of all the things that New York has to offer, imagine settling for this bullshit.
I guess it's not positive status that comes from
Oh, God. Sometimes people look like they're headed straight into Scientology, and that makes me a little bit afraid for them. But usually they end up turning away at some point, and and it does not happen. Uh-oh. Oh, I missed the return of the old dude. The old dude went and got himself a slice. Hey, there's nothing wrong with pizza slices, but if you're an old dude in Scientology, that's probably about what you're living off of. Especially if you're doing it in New York. Beware of the cult of Scientology. Meet an alien, ride a UFO at the Church of Scientology. Are you curious why Scientology pays no taxes while it scams old people out of their last dollar? Me too. Talk to your congressman. Ask them. Ask your congressman or person running for Congress, are you in favor of congressional hearings to determine whether Scientology's tax-exempt status should be revoked? Not are you in favor of revoking their tax-exempt status, but just hearings to just talk about it. Just having a conversation. Welcome to the nastified cult of Scientology. It's a cult. Oh, yes, it is. Curious about aliens? Curious about Xenu? Are you just a curious person that wants to know how many body thetans are infesting your body? Rid yourself of alien parasites at the cult of Scientology. For $600,000, you too, alien parasites. Do you have alien parasites? If so, give all your money to the Church of Scientology and they will save you from your alien parasites. That's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. Body thetans are alien parasites. Everybody has millions and millions of body parasites called body thetans that come from Xenu. It's all Xenu's fault, but Scientology will help you. Only Scientology can rid you of your alien parasites. This is important information, ladies and gentlemen. Don't do it. Who else is curious about alien parasites? The body thetans sent to us by Xenu. Who else is an aficionado of dilapidated signage? I sure am. Only Scientology can remove your alien parasites. The grandeur of New York Scientology. Clearing the planet as nobody else ever could do, obviously. We all know that. That's a fact. Nobody can clear the planet the way Scientology can clear the planet. Definitely more languages passing by in New York than anywhere on earth. I read a thing where certain linguists that study almost extinct languages, the main place that they can do it, we're talking languages where there's like 5 people that still speak it, stuff like that. They can find speakers of those languages in New York easier than anywhere else. Even going to the countries where the languages originate. The Alien Church of Scientology welcomes you to give yourself the knowledge of you. And guess what? When you get to the end of the bridge to total freedom, which is OT8, not OT15, as they falsely advertise, The final result is you find out who you are not, so that now, later, hypothetically, maybe someday, you can find out who you are. So that's promising. Oh, I missed a thetan. Damn. Or a thetan. Rhymes with Satan. So yeah, it's not a zero traffic location. It's like when I went to San Francisco, I was kind of surprised to see people going in and out. And, you know, when you're so used to Scientology being so completely dead, with these huge buildings with hardly any traffic, then when you see Scientology, you see like 5 people an hour or whatever, 10 people an hour going in and or out. It seems like, wow, you know, they're doing better than average. And then you think, what other building of a comparable size in New York has this little traffic? Oh no! It's Xenu's grandpa. Yeehaw! Hi, Xenu's grandpa. How you doing? Very stoic man, Xenu's grandpa. Very stoic. You can tell he's cleared off his alien parasites. Oh, let's hope she's not going to Scientology. She's looking for the address. The car let her off here. Oh, thank you, thank you. Praise Xenu. She is not doing it. Xenu is his own grandpa, yes, because of the asexual reproduction on that planet. Xenu would be technically his own grandpa. This is true. Here's what's funny. We got a car parked illegally. Then we got a cop right across the street. Not giving a shit. Well, because the dude's in there. You know, there's kind of a rule in New York where if you're sitting in the driver's seat able to move at a moment's notice, you don't get busted. I don't know if that's a written rule, probably an unwritten rule. But yes. Beware of the cult. Beware, 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 and be aware. It's a cult. A cult of alien brainwashing. Get your alien brainwashing at the cult of Scientology. For $2 million, you too can purge yourself of alien parasitic worms attached to your retina. I've had positive conversations. Well, I had one right in the beginning that was a nice conversation with somebody that was, you know, deluded and whatnot, but nice guy, very nice guy. And But, you know, most Scientologists are never going to talk to you. That's for damn sure. They're not going to do it. Because they're very fragile, delicate creatures. And they are afraid of any outside influences. They can't really take it. Their psychological immune system is not strong enough to deal with my entheta. Beware, beware. It's a cult. It's a cult. It is a cult. Yes, it is.
Hey!
Say hello to the
Welcome
world.
to America!
Where are you from?
France.
Where?
France.
All right. Bonjour. Cool. See? Get famous in front of the cult of Scientology. Be seen by international multitudes. $600,000 to meet an alien at the cult of Scientology. You can do it. All right, you gonna play a concert for Xenu? Are you gonna play a concert for Xenu? You can get rid of your alien parasites here for only $600,000. It's an amazing opportunity. Curious? Curious? Are you curious about the Xenu Alien Church of Cult of Scientology? Tell me you are. And what a thrill to see one of those throwback tattoos from the 70s, not tattoos, toupees from the 70s. We got a 70s toupee. All right. I think somebody feels confident moving that Scientology stuff. Taking out the trash. Make sure there's no dead bodies in there. Scientology is disposing of the bodies. Hey, this is a lot of excitement for the cult of Scientology. They should all come out and watch the garbage truck smash up the garbage, like my daughter used to do when she was 4. That would give them some excitement, for sure. It's the cult of Scientology. The cult of Scientology. Be careful, it's Scientology. Oh no, how did that get there? I can't imagine. Yes, which box is Davey Mismanige hiding in? That is the question. Uh-oh. Oh, in the cello box. Yeah, I get it. Yep. I think that is a solid theory, Magnus. Okay, let's just go do a little sightseeing for a minute. Hey, hey. It's the Happy Alien Show. It's the Happy Alien Show. All the aliens coming to see the Happy Alien Show. It's the Happy Alien Show. So, let's get away from that version New York noise for a second. And for those of you who were not with me from the beginning, we are at Scientology, Times Square adjacent, whatnot. And now that it's, oh, there we go. You guys want to see backstage at a theater? This is the backstage of Death Becomes Her. Cool, huh? If you want to see what a Broadway theater looks like behind the curtain, there's your chance. Can't see it that well since the lighting's not that great. Anyway, now if you come to New York and see Death Becomes Her, you've already been backstage. So yes, Times Square is, what do they call it? Crossroads of the world or some bullshit. It's the crossroads of tourism. It's the crossroads of keep the tourists isolated in one spot to not bother the real New Yorkers. That's really what Times Square is, to be honest. It's a tourist containment zone where the slow-walking pedestrians congregate to block the forward motion of real New Yorkers. As a New Yorker, that is the Times Square experience. The Times Square experience for a real New Yorker is, fucking get out of my way, tourist. Why are you walking so slow? Why are you standing in the middle of the sidewalk to take a picture? Pull over to the side, people. Okay, this is the deal. There is an etiquette in terms of New York pedestrian rules. There is an etiquette. There are modes of behavior that are okay, and there are modes of behavior that are not okay. And stopping in the middle of a sidewalk to stare up at tall buildings, highly discouraged by the locals. FYI. So, here's where everybody gets their photo ops so that they can prove to people back home that they were actually here. So let's check some of these people out as they create their own mythologies. Their own biographical adventures. And here is a zone where nobody thinks anything about me filming. And straight ahead there you see where the ball drops for New Year's Eve. You see the 2024 up there. Voila, where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Sorry, when I zoom, it gets weird. Oh, you can barely see the 2024. But you see the ball up there, that blue ball? I guess that's the one that drops, or a facsimile thereof, and it drops all down the front of this thing. And that's something that, as a 33-year resident of New York, I never felt the need to come out here and celebrate New Year's by being pinned into a square box where you can't move for 8 hours before the damn ball drops. And then it's all over 3 seconds after that, basically. No, that's another touristical thing. Dazed and confused by the light show, yeah. It's, I mean, people would visit and they would say, I want to go to Times Square for New Year's Eve. And I'd say, cool, you do that. I'll meet you afterwards at a cool place. I do not have this requirement in my life. So, here we are taking a little rest from Cult Watch, and enjoying the frantic scene of tourists collecting their memories. It's exciting. It's funny. I just, in the last month, I guess, I probably felt like 3 earthquakes in LA. And so I'm sitting here and the train just went underneath me, the subway train. And, you know, it started shaking a little bit here. And my first reaction was like, earthquake? And then I realized, I'm in New York, man. Probably not an earthquake. Much more likely to be a train passing underneath than an earthquake. So, yeah. For all of you who would like me to look up, there you go. That's what we got. Marriott Marquis straight ahead. You see the rounded thing above the signs. That's a bar that rotates. If you like that kind of thing, here's where you can get it. All right. Capturing those memories. Right down there by Father Duffy. Another photographer directing her subject to the proper location to pose. Yeah, you like the Macy's Day? Well, Macy's Day is better than this because you can go, you can stand there, you can walk away. I've done the Macy's Day parade too. It's cool. It's great to see, and it comes right through here, all the way down Broadway to 34th Street, and so we are on between 46th and 47th. So you know, it's like a half a mile down, and but see, Times Square, they construct all these boxes with the police barricades, and you stand in one of those boxes all day long. I don't think you can even get out to pee or whatever. You're just stuck. And you're waiting for, you know, I don't know, 10 hours, 12 hours, I don't know. You're waiting many, many hours to see that ball drop, which you get a much better view of on TV. And so, you know, one beer, man, and you probably can't have beer in there. They probably frisk you when you go in, and so it's just something that most New Yorkers would never do. Too much of a hassle. But the Macy's, you know, that goes for like miles down Broadway. I mean, it's from 34th to, let's say, 70, you know, so it's like 2 miles of a parade. And, you know, you can stand anywhere along those 2 miles. So yeah, the Macy's parade, you're not stuck in a box for hours and hours, and that's very nice. And you know, you can go get a coffee and come back, you can go pee and come back. I prefer that. So here's all the people that Scientology could be preying upon. But for some reason, it doesn't seem that they are doing that. So let's take a walk around and see, is there any sign of Scientology out on Times Square? Is there a Dianetics table? Is there anything of the sort? Is Scientology actually making an attempt to recruit victims over here? That's what I wonder. Is there any victimological recruitment going on? Now, they could be doing what they do in some other places where they try to make it, they try to be a little less noticeable, you know, kind of creep up on people. You know, maybe they have a t-shirt that indicates that they're a Scientologist, but not much else. Are there any Scientologists recruiting? Well, if they are, it's not going to be much past here. As you can see, the whole tourist hubbub definitely thins out after 47th here. See the keep moving? This is what you need to know about New York. Keep moving. Pedestrian flow zone. It's all about the flow, people. Got to keep flowing. So, we're looking for any signs, and if you guys see anything that I appear to be missing, please put it in the comments. Mickey Mouse has a bigger presence than Scientology. Here's where you get your cheap last-minute tickets for Broadway shows. Yes, Mickey Mouse is far more skilled at representing himself. Hello. Now, as I go along talking shit about tourists in Times Square, I look like one of the worst ones that actually has a gimbal as he films on YouTube. And here I am feeling superior because I used to be a New Yorker. But who knows what kind of transgressions I will commit in the name of protest, feeling protected by my status as Davey Mismanige. Uh-oh. Where are the Scientologists? Not only in their building with the decrepit signage, I hope. Come on, give me a Dianetics table. A stress test table. Something like that. Come on, people. Is nobody representing Xenu out here? Where's my Xenutologist? Nothing here, nothing here. Nothing here, nothing here. My crimes are rampant free thinking and rampant disregard of the impact of my body thetans on the rest of the universe. Inability to even recognize my crimes because I am in such low conditions that my crimes seem like misdemeanors or even non-transgressions. So obviously I'm a degraded being, And luckily, the thing with New York is they legalized weed here. But since it was such a big deal that people were getting busted a lot on the street for weed, they specifically legalized it on the street, you know, for smoking on the street. So that might need to be done in front of Scientology. Except that I do have a meeting, and I probably should not be under any influences there. So, once again, we see an unwillingness and or inability of the cult to spread its message in its own neighborhood. What's going on? There is no visible Scientology presence anywhere to be seen, not even individuals with, you know, with t-shirts that say, "Are you curious?" or nothing like that even. Can you imagine?
And it just all of a sudden. It's wonderful that wheelchairs.
So let's see if they're more over in this direction. I mean, there's no point going too far away from Scientology because they're not going to go that far because you got to drag people through Times Square to get them back to the org. Oh, I see a potential person. Okay. Could that be? Here's a guy with some brochures. I think I might have spotted me one. Isn't that nice? Oh no, that's not brochures, that's a phone. Okay. Sorry for the broken communication. There's so many people on the network here in Times Square that every now and then it goes out. I apologize for that. So that dude was holding his phone and I was seeing Sea Org and brochures and whatnot, but it appears I'm wrong. False accusations. It appears that's what we have, is some false, that I was falsely accusing this guy of being a cultist. See, if he would have been holding his phone that way the whole time, I wouldn't have thought that. But he held it the other way where it was kind of blue, so it looked like he could be holding some brochures to give out. And that's one of the things they do. They try to give out brochures. So that guy doesn't appear to be doing it. So false alarm. Thought I had one, but I guess not. Oh well. I guess that leaves us some opportunities for propaganda. If I have any more propaganda materials available. What the hell happened to my stickers? Did they fall out? Anyway, still no sign of the evil, satanic... Ah, there we go. There we go. We got stickers. Okay. So here's what we need to do. We need to inform New Yorkers of sptv.space. STTV.space. Your source of education. Where are you, little Scientological demons? Are you not out here saving the world? Ooh, damn, there's a nice weed smell I just walked into. Oh, I do appreciate that. Not that it's new. New York always smelled like weed. But now it's legal and highly encouraged. Another New York tradition, jaywalking. Look both ways. Don't mind the lights. You're a grown-up. You have the ability to look both ways and make your own executive decision. New York will not infantilize you like many other places. Where are the Scientology recruiters? It's almost like anybody in a suit. I'm thinking, like, is that a Scientologist? Is that a Sea Org member? These dudes are going to be humiliated. Just like in the Army, don't ever volunteer for anything. These people are about to be
all right,
fodder.
Everybody clap like this. Wait. Hey guys, stand up. Now ladies and gentlemen, before you guys leave, we want to say thank you for stopping by. Thank you. We want to say thank you for coming. Thank you. That's all the stuff.
Oh, that was it? One jump? Nah, that can't be the deal. Things have gotten tamer here. Well, they might have had similar training to LAPD, but I didn't see what the dude did, so I can't really comment on his arrest, but at least there are multiple cameras following the whole thing. So, there is no sign of anybody doing anything to attract more people in here into the dirty, nasty cult. And so, we shall see. Is there more excitement to be had over this way? Is there a potential that I missed something over here? I don't think so. But, yeah, doesn't look like it. Anyway. Elf, another movie made into a musical.
President? Yeah.
Damn, that garbage truck is still there. I thought for sure they'd be done, but I guess that's why they blocked off the space. I thought that was Scientology taking liberties, as they often do. But apparently, this is more related to sanitation issues. That's okay. I think it's going to take more garbage trucks than that to empty this cult out. But actually, I don't think they're emptying out the cult. I think, yeah, it's the building next door. It's not even the cult's garbage. Hi! Xenu loves you! So yeah, like most locations, Scientology's not really... Yeah, Scientology liberties are very rare. Yeah, Ottawa, I agree with you. All these damn musicals piss me off. Yes. Scientology audit Ottawa. They blocked your garbage comment for a second, but we let it back in. I don't know why they got to get sensitive about garbage. Hey, Miss Kim. Hello, Irina. YouTube has to stick up for garbage. Oh no, I missed a thing. Well, the good thing about them not having tunnels is that you actually get to see people walking in and out. Not many, not enough to justify a building of this size, but it's not zero, I'll give them that. It's mainly the aged and decrepit and soon to not be among the living. But, you know, it's not zero. We can say that. We can give them that much. Hi, Rika. Oh no, another one. Yeah, there's lots of foot traffic here, and Scientology's taking advantage of basically 0% of it. It's a cult! He can't hear me. Okay, let's get away from that garbage truck. That's annoying. Don't want to hear that all day long. Yeah, where is your body router? What the hell, people? Well, anyway, that's going to be it for today. I want to thank you guys for being here, and any of you who haven't hit the like button and who would love to do so, I invite you to do that now. That would be very nice of you. But yeah, it's been interesting seeing yet another Scientology death spiral. It's not zero membership, but effectively it's about the same thing. So I may be back tomorrow or the next day for another episode of New York Theanism. But otherwise, I will catch you guys back in Hollywood next week. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you for your likes. I really appreciate it, all the comments. And I'll talk to you guys real soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.